Okay, welcome back to my channel again. If you just watched the last video, so now I'm going to do another DIY. This is all dollar store items. So let me show you what I picked up. Picked up these cute little scarecrows on a stick. I grabbed some maple leaves, just plain old maple leaves. Oops, a bit of twine on there. I picked up a roll of burlap. Some of the fall sunflowers, a welcome fall sign. Not going to use this whole sign. We're going to actually cut it up. And a box. And I'm going to paint this all one color. Doesn't matter what color you paint it. I'm just going to paint it either a stone colored or black. I haven't decided just yet. So let me paint this and then I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I got this painted. It doesn't have to be like you can't see what's there. I can still see what it was, but once we cover it with the burlap, you're not going to see what's back there. So I'll show you. We'll unroll this little piece of burlap. I got it from the dollar store. And when you cover it, you can't see what it says. So just a light spray of any color you want. And then when you put the burlap on it, you can't see it. So we're going to glue this burlap down, and then we're going to start decorating it. All right. So I got a trusty hot glue gun. And we will start gluing this burlap down. Kind of cooled off because I unplugged it while I was waiting for my box to dry. But it didn't take that long for it to dry. I thought it would take like an hour or something, and took literally 15-20 minutes and it was dry. Again, high temp, don't want to touch it, so use something to attach it to. I'm just using a pen. I've even used the glue stick. Alright, so off to the other side. Pull it real tight so that it's really snug on there. You really don't want it loose and funny looking. Okay, so now you got two sides glued. A little bit of burlap stuck to my pen. And you'll want to try to make it flat so that you can stand it up. So just be mindful on how you want to fold it, because it'll have to stand. Alright, so I will finish gluing this up, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so now it is completely covered. I also added a base. Just need a little piece of cardboard to hold it so that it'll actually stand for you. So now we can move on to decorating this. So, as I showed you, I have got some fall leaves, some fall sunflowers, two little cute scarecrows, and this welcome fall sign. And I said earlier that we were going to cut this. So we're going to cut the welcome fall and we're going to glue it on there. I don't really want the point, so I'm probably going to cut that off also. And I just want the sign. All right, so here we go. So there is my sign. So now I need to decide, do I want it on the bottom, which so totally looks cute, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't want it on the top. And then it can hang over a little bit. I don't have to worry about doing a wraparound. So I'm going to glue this in place, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I have it glued on, and now I want to decorate up here and cover the cardboard in the front. So, to cover the cardboard in front, I think I'll take a couple of these little decals, like the little sunflowers, and since I can peel this away, I can use a piece of this felt to cover the front. So what I'll do is take these guys off, peel off these stickers because they're glued on, and cut the felt to fit the front of the cardboard. So, be right back. Okay, so I glued a little piece of felt to the bottom of the piece of cardboard, and then the little sunflowers and the fall maple leaves I glued to the bottom to give it like a little bit of a three-dimension look, so that they're not flat up against it. There's a little gap back there, and that covers kind of the fact that maybe your little seam is not perfect or something. People won't be drawn to that. They'll just see this in the front. All right, so next is time to decorate the front. So what I have are the two little scarecrows, and I don't really need the sticks. And so what I'm going to do is take these guys out. Take one out at a time. And because I really don't need the stick because I'm going to be using these, but the sticks are kind of cute, but I still am going to cut the sticks. So let me cut the sticks. And it's up to you to see how short you actually want the stick. I do want a little bit of the stick, because they are scarecrows on a little stick. So, but I would stick one here and then one on the other side. Right, there they are. Little scarecrows on there. And so next we'll put some of the fall sunflowers on there, and then the maple leaves. So don't think I'm going to need much of the stem, mostly just the flower. But that, of course, is your preference on what you want. I mean, for $1, you can't beat it. All right, so I'm going to push the leaves up to the top, and then I will cut the little sunflower off, and I kind of want them flat against, as flat as I can, up against the picture or display. So kind of like that. So I'm going to have to make sure that I cut this like really short. Put a little dab of glue on there to keep it from coming undone. I need some more glue. and just stick it on there. Kind of hard to see. I got it kind of turned funny. All right, so the next one, same thing. Put a little dab of glue on there so it doesn't come undone. Find a cute spot to stick it. And add a little more glue. Then we can have too much glue. That's what I think. Alright, 2 more to go. So the total cost of this project was how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. $5. I think it's going to look super cute. Again, a little dab of glue, more like a big dab of glue. Keep it from falling apart and don't burn yourself to death. And find a cute spot to stick it and glue it down. One more fall sunflower. I love dollar store flowers. They're so cheap. And when you take them apart and do something different with them, they come out pretty cool. Every time I make a noise, my dogs think the doors. Somebody's at the door, so they bark. Lots of string and the glue. So I like to use a lot of glue. Find another spot. And stick away a bit more glue. Make sure it doesn't go nowhere. Alright, so now that all of the sunflowers are on there, now it's time for a little bit of maple leaves. And I'm going to use the maple leaves, and not necessarily all of them, but I want to kind of cover up the sticks a little bit. Because they kind of stick out, and I'm finding I don't really think that they're really super pretty. Alright, so on to the maple leaves. This is sometimes hard to turn around the right direction. Alright, so going to cover up the stick of the scarecrow. Shove them up a little bit tighter. Cut off a little bit more of the stem. to keep it from falling apart. Don't burn yourself like I did. Find a pretty spot. And glue it down. Lovely glue streams. I just love those. I'm going to take one additional leaf and cover up the stem. You can, oh, or you can just put them on, individually. I'm a little not wanting to spend all night doing it. So there it is. So I'm going to do this other one, and then I'll come back and show you what it finally looks like. All right, there we go. All of the leaves. I had some, after I put the leaves down here, had some left over, so I actually glued them to the very, very top of the box so that there was the top, and then one last one I had left over, glued to the bottom. And I couldn't leave that pumpkin that was on that welcome fall sign out, so I put it up here, glued it down, and I actually glued it also to the one big leaf that was back here for some stability. And there it is. I'm actually going to be putting it really up high, so when people look at it, they'll be reading it from the bottom. I think it came out super cute. $5, and I have a really cute fall sign. So please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I do a DIY. It's coming into fall and Halloween, and I love Halloween. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of Halloween DIYs from the Dollar Tree. So make sure you like and you subscribe and hit that notification bell so each time I do one of these, you get notified and you get to watch it. All right? So thanks for watching. Bye.